Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. I was guided to use a certain deck that I don't use a lot while it is my favorite. I also used it in the memberships reading, the vibe of the week. So if you are a member, I invite you to go and check, right? Check your videos because the energy of the week is posted. Yesterday I couldn't do it. It was impossible. It was a crazy day yesterday. I also want to address a comment. Yes, I know that in the video of yesterday there was a comment that was addressed, but I want to address it. Another one. First of all, please don't tell to a reader how to do their readings, right? If you don't like the way that a reading is done, you have many other readers. Going to a reader and tell them how they should do their readings, no, absolutely not. And second, it was about the fact that my cards are open sometimes when I'm starting the reading, right? Don't follow a reader that you don't trust. You know, we are talking about trust all the time in life in general. But, you know, especially a reader, if you don't trust them, don't follow them. Simple. I used to always open the cards in front of the camera, and then we had a discussion with my community. Some of you maybe were not there, and they said that they trust me and that everything is fine. Some people like shorter readings, some people like longer readings, but I should do whatever. And so this is what I'm doing. So today I am opening the cards in front of you, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all about you being respectful of yourself. Simple. This being said, let's get into the reading. Let's see what are the messages that are coming up. I hope that your weekend went well. The 7th house, fire energy. The 6th house. I don't know if to put those cards in reverse. You know what, I will leave them how they came out, but usually I am using this deck in the upright position. So with the 7th house, we are in the house of partnerships. It is the house of Libra. In the 2nd place, we have the fire element. Okay, it came out in reverse. Might be that some people are angry, frustrated. I'm saying people because we are in the place of partnerships. In the 4th place, we have Capricorn. With the 6th house, we are with the sign of Virgo, and this is the house of work and health. Let's take one more. Oh, we have Nadir. Okay, this is the private life. Okay, so listen. We are talking here about a situation that is related to, first of all, did I say that it's the sign of Libra? We are talking about the feminine energy because Libra is also related to Venus. Venus is the feminine energy. Just a reminder, it doesn't matter of your gender. You have the feminine and the masculine energy inside of you. Ideally, they are balanced, right? So here the card came in reverse, so I kind of feel that we might be talking about a connection. When we are saying partnerships, we might be talking about romantic relationship, but we might be talking about any kind of connection that is in your life. It came out in reverse. We might be talking about a karmic feminine, for example. As said, with the fire energy in reverse, anger, frustration, all those kind of energies. The 6th house, the house of work and health, it is in reverse. So we might be talking here about a karmic feminine that is seeing her life going down. I kind of feel that this might a little bit be what is going on. The reason why we have the Capricorn here, I kind of feel that this person might have been very strategic, maybe ambitious, but being ambitious is not a bad thing, right? But it all depends what you are ready to do because you are ambitious. Here it kind of feels that we are talking about someone acting from a very, very karmic way. They might have been very prideful, very rigid, condescending, critical, greedy. I kind of feel that the greedy part is very, very important here. And then in the fifth position, we have Nadir. Nadir is talking about the private life, the inner world, the personal evolution. It is in the fifth place, so this is the path shift, the test, the change that needs to occur. So it kind of feels here that we are talking about someone who might be very self-centered, maybe even narcissistic, maybe, because this person is mainly invited to reconnect. How can I say that? Reconnect to their inner world in a healthier manner. Okay, so listen, very interesting. I kind of feel that we are truly talking about a feminine here that is extremely karmic. I feel that this person is using people. They are using their relationship. Everything is opportunistic. Everything has a hidden agenda. Yeah, they are motivated. Sorry, I was searching for the word. They are motivated by success. This is what they want. And once again, there is nothing bad about wanting success, but it all depends how you are dealing with that. Here we are talking, as said, somebody, this is the only thing that's important for them. It is to be successful and they are ready to do whatever it takes. And it truly feels here that it's all about using people, right? Okay, so let's get a little bit deeper into that. Let's get a little bit more information. Okay, considering here that we have the fire element in reverse, this person might even be blocked. There is a lot of ego and selfishness, impatience, even aggression. When the fire element is in reverse, think about the court cards, you know, the page of wands, the knight of wands, the queen of wands, the king of wands, when they are in reverse, right? It's somebody losing their shit. It is somebody truly, you know, their determination, which might be the good part of the fire element, the drive, that might be a good part of the fire element. Here it is karmic, right? So I kind of feel that considering this fire in reverse in the second position, I kind of feel that this person here is going through some hard shit, and it kind of feels here that it might be related to their work and their health with the sixth house in the third place. So tell me the seventh in reverse. Okay, we have the death card. It came out this way. I kind of feel that this person is truly invited here to some kind of transformation. Will they do it? I don't know. Kind of feel that they might be going through the dark night of the soul. Can you see all the cards? Yes, you can. And then we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So it kind of feels here that people might be seeing things now that they might not have seen before. I kind of feel here that you might have taken distance from this person. I kind of feel that it's a feminine. It doesn't have to be. It might be a friend. It might be a relationship. It might be a family. It might be work. Did I say friend? Yeah, I think that I said friend. Okay, so it kind of feels here that you took distance because there was some kind of realization, something maybe that you felt trapped before in the past. With the Eight of Swords here, you have free yourself. You have free yourself, and it has created some kind of transformation. Considering that the Death card came out sideways, I truly feel here that you might have hoped that this person would change. This is truly that what is coming to me here. You saw something and you might have been patiently waiting for some kind of change. Tell me here something more about the 7th house in reverse, because now it truly feels to me the 10 of Cups. Yeah, it kind of feels here that you decided to revisit your environment, reconnect to your heart space, and heading towards happiness. So I kind of feel that we are talking here about someone that was important in your life, someone to who you gave some kind of importance, right? With the 10 of Cups, we might also be talking about family. It might be direct family, it might be when I say direct family, I mean family of origin. We might be talking about the family that you created, and then friends might be included also, right? Okay, but the main issue here, it is that you were waiting for some kind of change, and it kind of feels that you are realizing something here. Considering the card that came out here, what I truly feel now looking at this 7th house card, it is that you put very, very strong boundaries with this person. You might even have taken distance, you might have divorced this person. There might be some kind of legal case even, because with the 7th house, with the Libra, we are also talking about justice, right? It's the Justice card. So we might also be talking here about some kind of legal case. Anyway, this is talking about the way that you relate to other people, right? And it kind of feels here that there is some kind of awakening, something that might have kept you stuck in the past, but there is this transformation now, and it is related to this person. So it's kind of a karmic connection that you had in your life, and through them, you learned something that at the end of the day is impacting you at a deeper level, but in a good way, because it is heading you towards the 10 of Cups. And when we are talking about 10 of Cups, we are talking about emotional fulfillment, right? Tell me here the Fire in reverse. Yeah, listen, this person was keeping you very, very confused. Maybe they were very reactive. Maybe you felt that you needed to walk on eggshells. Maybe sometimes out of the blue you had like a weird reaction coming from them, coming from anger and frustration. I kind of feel truly somebody who is holding some kind of mask, but sometimes there was a slip into it. We have the 10 of Swords here in reverse. I want to have a little bit more information here about the 10 of Swords in reverse. This might be talking about you releasing of some kind of betrayal that happened in the past. Okay, tell me here. Yeah, you going towards calmer waters. You're going towards calmer waters. Yeah, and it is opening for you. Oh, wow. Wow, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands that came together. This is amazing. We have the Five of Swords following there. Okay, so it was somebody here that wanted to win at all costs. So they might have truly make you doubt a lot. And when I'm saying making you doubt, is doubting about yourself, about your life choices, about who you are, about them. But I kind of feel that it truly impacted the way that you were perceiving yourself. This is what I feel intuitively. The moment that you healed here from some kind of betrayal, I kind of feel that it was like the betrayal was very subtle, maybe. Because I kind of feel that it was truly about creating confusions about you and who you are, right? Putting, it's like a little fire. You were always on some kind of little fire, putting your energies always in a very unstable place. I'm seeing the chemistry courses. If there is water and there is a little fire there, so there is some kind of instability there, right? The molecules are always on edge, right? Yeah, so it kind of feels that the moment that you put an ending here with healing, we are talking here, there is some kind of healing, there is some kind of awakening, and there is some kind of transformation. Then suddenly there was some kind of release of energy. With the Ace of Wands, we might also be talking about aha moment that happened, right? There is here some kind of release of energy, and also an ability now to manifest something that maybe before you couldn't manifest, right? Okay, interesting. Let's see. Is there something else about this fire energy in reverse? Yeah, listen. We had the Eight of Swords here in reverse, getting out of a mental prison. And now we have the Two of Swords in reverse. This is accepting some kind of truth. Yeah, I truly feel here, the karmic person in your life always putting you in some kind of overthinking, doubting yourself, always being a little bit on edge. And it was a way for them not to have your focus on them. But I kind of feel that at the end of the day, you could see something and make the right choice. Maybe before, because you thought that you were the problem, you wouldn't have thought about putting this person to the side, because if you are the problem, then you are the problem. You understand? And I kind of feel that at the end of the day, maybe in your life, things have been tensed, but it was all coming from the fact that because you were dealing with this person that was confusing you all the time, you were always on edge. And so you were very reactive, very, very sensitive, but it was kind of side effect due to the mental and emotional state that you were in because of this person in your life, putting you in a lot of confusion. And as said, I don't think that you were confused about them. I think that they made you confused about yourself. Okay, let's see here. The sixth house. In reverse, we are talking about Virgo. We are talking about the planet of Mercury. The planet of Mercury is talking about the mind, the intellect, the way of thinking, communication, all those kind of things, right? So, let's see the sixth house in reverse. Yeah, listen. The World card is here, the Hierophant. Yeah, listen, you have closed this cycle with this person. You took back your authority, right? You might have given some kind of authority to this person. Okay. I truly feel that this person is losing something regarding their work, or even with the sixth house, we are also talking about health, vitality, well-being, all those kind of things related to health. So I kind of feel that there might even be a decline in health for this person right now. Okay, let's see. Let's get a little bit more information here. I love to see the World and the Hierophant. The World came out a little bit like that, right? But I still feel that it's in the upright here. And even if it is in reverse, I kind of feel that they are stuck in a cycle, in fact, right? They are stuck in a cycle because you took back your power and you took back your authority. And with the Hierophant here, we are talking about being aligned with your integrity, your values, your ethics, your morality, all those kind of things. So you regained your power, in fact, right? He sees through this material world and into your very soul. This is what's written on the card. Tell me here about the 6 in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This is talking about a strategy. Oh. They wanted to keep you stuck in a cycle. They wanted for you to listen to them, right? To give them the authority over your life. Tell me here, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they were very, very patient. Okay, it kind of feels once again that we are talking here about... There are two things that are coming to my mind, right? What is coming to my mind here, that this person might have been motivated by money in some kind of way, or it was about you not being able to embrace your value. Listen, with this Knight of Pentacles, we are talking about a strategy, and we are talking about patience. We are talking about someone trying to manifest something, and I truly feel here that they were hoping, right, that you would never get to the place where you would regain your total power. This is what I feel that is happening here. This was their goal. This was their strategy. So, just to be clear, if we are talking, for example, about somebody very, very prideful, very domineering, controlling, narcissistic, right? Jealous, for example. So this is their behavior towards everybody, right? Not everybody, but they are searching for some people that they can turn them into their little soldiers, right? And I kind of feel that this person could feel a resistance coming from you. And this is the issue, and I kind of feel now that what is happening, it is because you have awakened to who they are. You have regained here your own power and your own authority. I kind of feel once again to put this, I know that I'm turning it one way and the other. I feel here that they are losing their shit. They are losing their shit. And this is why now it has an impact on the way that they are presenting themselves at work, for example. Okay, I want one more about this situation here, about the work and the health in reverse. Once again, the 8 of Pentacles in the upright. Okay. Tell me something more about this Eight of Pentacles in the upright. The King of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay, because I was surprised, you know, because the Eight of Pentacles, it's talking about mastery. So I kind of feel that, yeah, we are talking about a master manipulator. But then why doesn't the card of the... We are talking here about work and health and all those kind of things. So it's logical that it's the Eight of Pentacles. But somehow it was disturbing me. Okay, listen. They were mastering here control, domination. With the King of Wands in reverse, we were talking about the Wands in reverse here. They were maintaining some kind of mask, trying to present themselves in some kind of light, presenting themselves as being a professional, but in fact they are not a professional. They have mastered their image manipulation, right? Which works until people realize, in fact, that they are manipulators. And then suddenly people see the truth for what it is, right? Okay, understood. Thank you. Let's go here to the Capricorn. Tell me, 10th house, Capricorn. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Smear campaign, bullying, slandering, creating conflicts between people in order to elevate themselves. You understand? This is how they maintained their position. This is how they maintain their position. I wouldn't even be surprised, you know, that this person was getting close to people, maybe, you know, by being over charming. I wouldn't be surprised that they used whatever they have between their legs also in order to get some kind, to get close to some kind of people. And at the end of the day, those people, the idea here, it was very strategic, right? It was coming from a place of ambition. If they had something, let's say, for example, right? Let's say that we are talking here about someone that would seduce important people in their work, right? And those people, they are in a relationship or they are married, I don't know, right? And this person is truly doing everything in their power for having those people to sleep in some kind of way. It doesn't mean that they slept with this person, but it might be, you know, a flirty message, something like that. This person was pushing. I kind of feel, you know, like spell work. This is what I feel, spell work. You know, when I already gave you this example, and it's not truly related here, but it will kind of explain the energy of this spell work, you know? It's like I show you, I tell you about somebody, and I'm telling you, this person is ugly, right? You know, the right at the end, it's nearly, you have to hold yourself when somebody's affirming something and pushing a narrative. You have to hold yourself and say, no, I don't agree, you know? Because naturally when somebody says, yeah, they are ugly, right? So automatically, because of the tone, you will answer a certain way. And I kind of feel that this person has done that to make people very uncomfortable, that if they would want to take distance of this person, or even seeing this person, starting to see this person for who they are, they would be afraid to go against this person because they felt uncomfortable about something that they did, that this person was aware of. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, tell me more here about the Capricorn. Hermit, Judgment. Yeah, you understand, there is here a whole What I feel here, it is that at the end of the day, people might have awakened to what this person was doing, right? And maybe they started to speak between them what the person didn't think that those people would do, because there was like something that they might be uncomfortable about, right? They might have acted in ways or talked in ways that they are not proud of, right? So this person, the manipulator here, the person that is very ambitious in the most karmic strategic way, they thought that people would never come together and speak. And I kind of feel that this is what happened here. There were discussions happening that brought some kind of enlightenment about what this person was doing and how, in fact, they were coming from a very evil state of mind, using people as pawns in order to elevate. Okay, let's see here the Nadir. Tell me please about the Nadir here. The Seven of Wands in reverse. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so listen, this Nadir here is related to all those people now that has awakened to the fact that they have been manipulated by this person, right? That this person was forcing them into situations in order to be able to make them feel uncomfortable with themselves, and so they had some kind of power over them, right? With the Nadir here, we are talking about the places that must heal, right? We are talking here about the South Node, in fact, right? Somebody who is not yet taking care of. We are talking here about lack of awareness, in fact, right? Somebody who's acting without understanding, without real perception of themselves. You know, somebody who's just living, you know? And I kind of feel here that this situation, somehow, we have the Seven of Wands here in reverse. Like, you know, the manipulator here, the strategic karmic feminine, was hoping that those people, because they would be in a defensive energy, they wouldn't speak about what the experience that they had with them. They would be ashamed to say what they did. And it might even be nothingness, you know. It might just be you know, somebody in your work that is always sending you messages, right? And so you cannot block them because they are in your work and you want to have a cool work environment. You know, somebody who's making it too warm and too cool, and so they are always sending you red hearts, red hearts, red hearts, red hearts, and kisses and all those kind of things. And at the end of the day, you might answer with a red heart just because this is how they are communicating with you. But you shouldn't put a red heart because you are in a relationship, or you are, and this person would use this message out of context, obviously, in order to make you feel at risk. You understand what I mean? Something like that. But it kind of feels here that there is something about people understanding that they don't have to defend themselves or what they did, that in fact they were a pawn in a manipulator's game, right? Tell me more here, please, about the Nadir. Yeah, the betrayal. Look, and the Fool in reverse. Yeah, they understand here that they have been manipulated to be fearful, right? I truly see people talking together and realizing that in fact this person that might look like so sympathetic and such an angel and so this and so that in fact they see now this person for who they truly are. Yeah. And they realize that this person is pushing them to act like fools. And it's very, very, it's kind of a person that will approach somebody who's a little bit, maybe they have been bullied when they were younger, they are a little bit insecure, introvert, and they will approach this person, and they will make this person party all the time and drink all the time and push them in some kind of a karmic life, and they know who they are approaching, they know what they are doing, they know how to talk to people. We are talking here about a master manipulator, truly. A master manipulator. And so when they are talking with the boss, they know how to caress the ego of the boss. They know how to find the buttons, the triggers. Yeah, and I kind of feel that now people are talking together, and I kind of feel truly that if we are talking about, let's say, a company, right? So it might be all the workers that were working with this person that came together, and now they went to the boss. I'm thinking about the sixth house in reverse. I truly feel that this person is losing their job. And this is why they are so angry, right? And I also feel now that they are trying maybe to gain some kind of sympathy, saying that they have some kind of health issue that they might absolutely not have. Okay, is there something else here? Am I going to closure? I think I'm going to closure. I think that we have a very clear image of what's going on here. Closure, please. Yeah, look. Losing the support of people. The Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they lost the support of their environment. They are seen like a loser because people now are regaining their own strength. They are not coming from a place of fear anymore. They are not coming from a place of discomfort anymore. They talk to other people who went through the same experience, feel exactly the same. And now they are seeing clearly that they have all been manipulated by a master manipulator. So they are regaining themselves, they are regaining their strength. And this person that we are talking about, they are losing the support of the environment. Because people see them for who they are. I love that. This is justice, right? I love that. Yeah, they are totally stressed out now. Because we have a group of people that came together. Yeah, and they understood something. And whatever they understood is blocking this person from being able to do what they are doing. And so this person now is in the cold, rejected. They are totally rejected. They cannot defend themselves. Yeah, because the truth is out. The truth is out. Okay, I love that. Listen, I love that. I will leave it here. I kind of feel that we have a clear image of what's going on. I feel that this is justice. People awakening to how they have been manipulated by discomfort and fear, right? By someone with a angel smile, very, very sympathetic, who truly knew how to charm their way into manipulating them, right? Okay, it's beautiful. I love to see this Five of Pentacles. This person is left in the cold, right? And there is here some kind of financial element. This person did all of this for financial reasons, and now it is turning against them. I'm attracted here to Saturn, right? Saturn, it is karma. We are going through lessons. And we have also the cardinal element here. The cardinal element, it is energy that is engaging. So this person engaged in something from an opportunistic thought process, right? They created their own downfall. Their own downfall, right? Okay, I leave it here. I hope that it was helpful, insightful, maybe even healing. I'll see you in the comments. I wish us all a beautiful week to come. Until very, very soon. Bye.